Hello and welcome to The Hop, a marketing podcast. I'm your host, Matt Taylor Farrington, and the owner of Purple Money Marketing, and I am joined again by John Dwyer. I didn't emphasise again, all right?
Yes, you didn't, yeah. Because last time he interviewed me, by the way, it was, and we're joined again.
And today we're going to talk about the Facebook contest blueprint, as you call it. So let's dive straight into it. Why would a business run a Facebook contest?
Gotcha, okie dokie. The quick answer to that is to stimulate a lot of warm, if not red hot leads. Because let's face it, I'll give you some examples in just a moment, but if you're running a contest to give away your product or service and you get 1,000 people enter that contest through Facebook, then you give one away, but you've got 999 other people who are either warm or red hot for your product or service, because why would you want to enter a contest to win a microwave if you've already got a microwave, right?
Yeah.
It's a very powerful formula and hardly anyone uses it.
Yeah, it surprises me when businesses, when we suggest that type of thing and they kind of recoil back like, I'm not giving it away. And it's like, they don't understand the long-term strategy, I guess, behind it, and the fact that you've just built yourself a base of, say, like you said, 1,000 people who you know are interested in your product or your service.
And look, Matt, we even do it ourselves. If we have a particular period that might be a bit low, then I will run on Facebook a contest to win one of my marketing consultancy packages, and it means that whoever's entering into that obviously is looking for assistance with marketing.
Yeah, and I mean, there's so many things that you can employ afterwards to follow up that base and kind of touch base with them regularly. And if, the amount of things that we set up now with constant email follow-ups afterwards, the amount of things that you can do, and it's just about filling that funnel and putting people through that funnel.
The follow-up is I actually sit outside their home and just stay there overnight waiting for them to come out.
Old school funnels, not the new...
Exactly.
Yeah.
You enter the contest.
The baby boomer funnel.
You entered the contest. I'm waiting here until
Press
I can
here,
talk
sign
to you
hard.
about my marketing consultancy.
No, we do the same thing. We've
What,
given...
you stalk people? What? I was only joking.
No, we give away the same thing. We run the same strategy in our business. And we find that, it's great, especially when things are a little bit quieter. It's a great way to build that funnel.
The interpretation of stalking is when two people go for a walk and only one person knows about it.
Oh, dear. Never a dull conversation. All right, so... the Facebook contest blueprint, you call it. I'm going to struggle with that today. But anyways, the Facebook contest blueprint, what is it?
Well, it was going to be the Facebook contest formula, but I sounded like too just ordinary, so I came up with blueprint. That's
what us marketers do. We try to make things a bit better. Yeah,
we do.
That's
that
purple,
way.
yes.
Yeah, so it's just a formula, but we'll call it a blueprint. Look, what it is, the best way to explain this to you is probably a case study.
Yes.
I'm doing a seminar on the Gold Coast a little while back, and this guy comes up at the end and says to me, oh, look, JD, I take everything you've been talking about, direct response marketing, on board. However, I have an aluminium fence business, and I've been putting letterbox brochures in the suburbs in the Central Coast of New South Wales, which are older suburbs, and they've probably got a falling down paling fence. And he said, it's not getting any response. And he said, I've also done it online. I said, how have you done it online? He said, through face page. And I said, well, that's probably why it's not working. There is no such thing as face page. And he goes, oh, well, whatever it is, Facebook. I went,
yes.
Okay, moron. Because I'm not a consultant, I'm an insultant. Yeah.
Yes.
And so therefore I told him that...
I hadn't noticed.
No, you wouldn't know. So I said to him, look, for God's sake, wake up. I said, you want to get out of the way? And he said, yes. And so what we did is we ran the ugliest back fence in Australia contest on Facebook. So we zeroed in the Central Coast of New South Wales with all of the older suburbs, which of course had 25, 35-year-old paling fences that were falling over. And we said to them, take a photo and post it to our page for the chance to win a $5,000 aluminium fence makeover, which cost him near enough to nothing, right?
Yes.
We spent $702 in 3 days. We had to shut it down. He had 6 months worth of leads in 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah. You can't use wow. That Institute of Wow. That's copyrighted.
I was going to say you copyrighted. Okay, well, I've copyrighted 100%.
But so therefore what happened is that because, we basically not only, you don't get much better lead than that, whereby they're not just entering a contest to win your product, which means that they must have a crappy fence. They're taking a photo of the crappy fence and giving that to you.
Yes.
That's red hot.
Yeah, I agreed. I think that's that's a very clever strategy to try and, one, isolate your leads, find who they are.
Yep.
But not only that, it's very clever that you flipped it to showcasing the ugly fence,
Yep.
and taken the negative and utilised it. So
Have I mentioned in the other things that we've done that I'm really, really good?
Yes, you have. Yeah. I think it was like every third word or something.
I thought so. Shy little devil. You know, the other one though, Matt, was great. We've got this client who has a swimming pool slide business.
Yes.
And he sells $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 swimming pool slides, and so therefore he's only interested in someone with a swimming pool, obviously. Pool slides in an apartment.
Really?
They're not much fun in an apartment. Can you imagine visiting your friend and you walk through the kitchen, there's a pool slide like on the 21st floor? But anyway, yeah, so what happens is we ran the contest, and what we said to them is this: enter the contest to win a pool slide and also
a holiday.
Right, now guess what? Again, he had 1,600 entries in a matter of weeks.
Yep.
One pool slide, which was a $2,500 pool slide. You give away your cheapest pool slide, not the $10,000 one, right? And he had 1,600 leads, right? But 1,599 of them he could follow up and say, look, you didn't win the contest, but we've got some really good news for you. We've got a special deal on our pool slides until Friday. If you get in by Friday, we'll give you the holiday. So the prize was the holiday and the pool slide, but because he's got the holidays for $50,
Yes.
then he just basically says, buy the pool slide by Friday and we'll give you the damn holiday.
Yeah.
He doesn't say damn, but we'll give you the good holiday.
Because it's a pool.
Well, yes. Damn in the pool.
Yeah, that was
We should go on the road.
100%.
Yeah. You can be Don and I'll be Bert. Hang on, they're both passed away. Says the millennial. Don't even bring up Johnny Carson.
Yes. All right. So we should probably get this back on track. What are the benefits or challenges when running Facebook contests? Because that is something that I kind of get from our customers. We get, I've tried that before, and the negative responses and all that sort of stuff. What have you found?
You've got to make it simple. Look, KISS principle comes into play with any of these direct response formulas. You know, there's a lot of our clients over time that they decide that their son or their sister-in-law or daughter-in-law knows more about this than the old fart who gave it to them. And so
or they're a Facebook expert because they've got some followers. Yeah.
Isn't everyone, you know, isn't it amazing how everyone now in their 20s is a videographer? That's amazing, isn't it? All of them.
Yes.
So anyway, the thing, I've just insulted Nick, as a matter of fact. He's on the other side of this camera.
And he can make us look really bad.
I can just see it now. There's going to be spots all over my face, yeah. But yeah, so the thing is, keep it simple. And by simple, all you need to do is ask for their details. Obviously, you want to pre-qualify them if you can. So therefore, when they click your Facebook ad to give away whatever it is, then they go through to a landing page and on that, or entry page. And on that entry page, you want to make sure you pre-qualify them. So that, therefore, you're not following up people who are just tire kickers.
Yes.
And so, yeah, in the instance of the back fence, of course, it would be, do you own the home? We don't want to be talking to renters. You know, is your fence in a dilapidated state? Do you think that the fact that your fence is not good would be affecting the value of your home? And all of these psychological questions, because I'm a psychiatrist as well. No, I've been to a psychiatrist. One of the other. So, in fact, regularly. I'm in the Platinum Club.
Do you get a stamp when you go?
I said to my psychiatrist, straight from that movie with Bruce Willis, I see dead people. And he said, how? I said, I do seminars. So we've just lost half our audience. Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah. But yeah, so the thing is that keep it very, very simple, but by the same token, make sure you pre-qualify them when they get to the entry page.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I've seen that when someone runs something and all they ask for is a name, email and phone number, which I understand what their methodology is or their thinking. However, it doesn't work because all you're doing is getting, but you may as well have just run a click-based ad on Facebook and hoped for the best.
And look, what I've done these days is that, you know, because I'm the old fart with the history of all of the ideas, I've surrounded myself with, you know, the LinkedIn, more your age group, the LinkedIn age group, the Facebook and, you know, all the social media guys.
Yes.
And from time to time, they will preach to me, oh, JD, just ask for their first name, not even their surname, first name and the email. I go, have you looked at the open rates of emails lately? Seriously, if you don't get their mobile number, why even bother doing it?
Yes.
Because, you know, 80% of text messages are open within 2 or 3 minutes, whereas if you get a 15% open rate on your email, you're doing pretty damn well. So, don't even do it if you're not going to get their mobile.
Yes.
But And I'm not suggesting you get their blood group. That's probably pushing it a little bit too far. But get as much as you possibly can, because if they want to win your refrigerator or your ride-on mower or your aluminium fence or whatever, or your gym membership, I mean, gym memberships, we can escalate gym memberships very, very quickly by simply saying, would you like to win a 6 months gym membership at ABC Gym? And of course, you can do what the swimming pool slide done. You bring that in. Say, would you like to win 6 months gym membership and
get a holiday?
Yep. Whoever enters that obviously is looking to be fitter.
Yes.
Is that a word? Fitter? Is that a word? Fitter?
Yeah.
Oh, of course, they're fitter and turner. Yeah.
Yes.
There is a fitter and turner, but fitter, or is it more fit? Is it fitter?
Healthier?
We'll have to stop. I've got to get onto Siri. Yeah, so they want to get healthier and they want to, lose weight and all that sort of stuff. So therefore, if they're entering the contest to win 6 months membership, they're obviously interested in a gym membership.
Yes.
So therefore, if you get 1,000 entries, of course, you've got 999 people to follow up and just say, look, good news and some bad news. The bad news is you didn't win. The good news is we've got a special deal on our 6 month membership at the moment, and guess what? You get a free holiday.
Yeah.
Shut the gate. It's all over.
Yep. Yeah, 100%.
Evil, Dr. Evil.
Now you're definitely showing your age, baby boomer.
Oh, you know who Dr. Evil is.
I do. Yeah. I wouldn't quote it, but...
Do you know who Fred Flintstone is? No,
yes.
Yeah.
All right. We kind of leaned into it a little bit, but what have you seen as one of the most successful Facebook contests that either you've run or that you've seen run?
Yeah, look, there's no question that the one that I gave you first up with the back fence, and the reason why that is that they pre-qualify themselves instantly by getting out their phone and taking a photo.
Yes.
If we just all know that when you get someone to be interactive, all jokes aside, the silliness that we're doing here hopefully makes it more compelling viewing for whoever's watching this, because we're being a little bit larrikin style. And that really applies to everything in life. I mean, at the end of the day, if you get involved in something, whether it's a game of cards or whether it's Monopoly or whether it's playing soccer or football or cricket, the thing is, if you're involved in it, then more chances are that you're going to give more. And if you actually get someone to do something like take a photo, for example, we do the Ugliest Kitchen in Australia contest as well on Facebook. Yes. So for kitchen renovators, it's just a gift from heaven, because again, not only have they pre-qualified themselves on the entry page, they've actually given you a photo of their crappy kitchen. It just doesn't get any better.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking maybe doing the Ugliest Husband in Australia contest, where people just send that in, and the lady wants a new husband. Notice how I pick on the men. You can't pick on ladies anymore. I'll go to jail. Men just don't care.
You'd be in trouble.
It just bounces off.
Yes, 100%.
100%. You know what, you ought to change this whole podcast to just...
to the 100%.
100%.
Yeah,
exactly.
So the hop is changing.
To the 100% podcast.
All right, I think we'll wrap it up there. Thanks again for coming in. I think you've got...
A gift?
A gift for some of our listeners that endured the podcast episode.
Matt, I've been taught by an auntie of mine to give, and I live to give.
Yes.
My auntie, Teresa, known by you as Mother Teresa probably, she taught me to live to give, and because I do live to give, then this book here, which is a tiny, tiny little book, when I got involved in the seminar game, running around doing song and dance shows, the seminar people said to me, you've got to write a book. And I went, oh, God, if I want to write a book. And I thought, well, if I'm going to write one, I better do it a little bit differently. So this is the size of a tabloid newspaper, and I'm going to give it to you for free. And in here is about 15 or 20 years of all of the best direct response marketing campaigns that I've run that have worked. The ones that didn't work, I didn't put in the book. I decided to leave them on the cutting room floor. There's only been a few that didn't work, but these are all the ones that worked over the years, and so therefore it is really, if I do say so myself, pretty valuable. And this book here, to print this, is $420 to print it, would you believe? It's got the gold edges and the whole thing.
Yes. So
you're not getting the book. You're getting the digital version of the book. And so therefore, if you want that, just simply go to wowmanifesto.com/free. And I think Nick's
We'll get Nick to pop the link below for everyone. Yeah.
But, one thing that I would ask you to do at this point, Matt, seeing that we're wrapping up, is just give some fake interest in this. I go, wow. What do you think about that?
Wow, it's great.
Yep. Good on you. Fantastic. Well done.
All right, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks again, John. It's been great. We had a great trip. Obviously, we got on the road, came down the Gold Coast to have the chat. So thanks again for jumping on the hop. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Thanks,
Mate.
All right, so make sure you stay tuned to the hop and subscribe and follow on the links below.